It's crucial to know how to use credit cards correctly. The more you know, the less likely you are to run into debt problems that can lower your credit score. Hello and welcome to our channel. Today we are going to discuss the do's and don'ts of credit cards. Know your payment due dates. Paying on time is the single most important thing you can do if you use credit cards. Juggling multiple due dates can be tricky as you open more accounts. It's important to note that you may be able to change the due date by calling customer service. This can help you spread payments out throughout the month so everything doesn't come due at the same time. Check your statements every month. Even if you set up autopay and use paperless billing, don't just ignore your credit card statements. You should review your statements every month to look for transactions you don't recognize, which could be a sign of fraud. Statement inserts that tell you about important changes to your account, such as changes to your interest rate, and estimated interest charges on your current balance. Always try to pay more than the minimum payment. Minimum payment schedules are not designed to pay off debt efficiently. In fact, the idea is to keep you in debt as long as possible to maximize the credit issuer's profits, but there's nothing holding you to the minimum payment schedule. Always try to pay more than the minimum required payment on your monthly statement. Paying off your debt faster minimizes interest charges. It essentially costs you less to use credit. Know when you need to pay to use credit cards interest-free. If you start and end a billing cycle with no balance, any charges you make are interest-free. This means that if you pay off balances in full every month, you don't pay any interest charges. It's the most cost-effective way to use credit. Only get credit cards when you have a strategic need for them. Credit cards can be a useful tool when used correctly. But that means you should only open a new account when you have a strategic use for it. For example, if you travel frequently, you may need a travel rewards credit card. You may have a specific card for gas or groceries, because an account offers rewards for certain purchases. Keep your accounts open and in good standing. Credit age is one factor used to calculate your credit score. It depends on how long you've had accounts open in good standing. That means you are current with your payments. The more old accounts you have, the more it increases your credit score. If you open an account, then take steps to keep it open and make all your payments on time. If your need for the account goes away, see if you can find another use for it. Don't run up your balances to the limit. This is extremely bad for your credit and your ability to manage debt. Credit utilization is the second most important factor used in credit scoring. It measures how much credit you have in use versus your total available credit limit. If you want to maintain a good score, you should never utilize more than 30% of the credit you have available. Less is always better, but maxing out your credit cards is bad and should be avoided. Never use credit as a substitute for income. This is a huge mistake with credit cards that will put you on a slow road to financial distress. If you use credit to cover daily expenses because you don't have funds, you're only covering up the problem, and in reality, you're making it worse. Credit cards are revolving debt, which means the minimum payment requirement increase with your balances. Don't miss a payment by more than 30 days. Really, you should always make every effort to pay your bill on time to avoid late fees. However, if all else fails, make sure to pay before your next bill is due. If you don't pay within 30 days of the due date, you technically miss the payment. This results in the credit issuer reporting the missed payment to the credit bureaus. Missed payments appear on your credit report and stay there for 7 years. Avoid cash advances. A cash advance is where you use your credit card at an ATM to withdraw money. This is not like a debit card ATM withdrawal, where you only need to worry about fees. Credit card cash advances mean you're borrowing against your available credit line. Not only do you pay fees, you also pay special cash advance APR on the charge. This rate is much higher than the purchase APR you pay on regular transactions. This is an expensive way to get cash and it's best avoided. And lastly, never open an account just because you received an offer. Credit card offers are endless, even when your credit score isn't the best. When you have good credit, the offers pour in, but just because you receive an offer in the mail, it doesn't mean you need to open an account. If you receive a credit card offer that piques your interest, go online to research the card. You can also compare it to other similar cards to make sure you get the best deal. Make sure you need the card and can afford to add in the bill, then, and only then, should you open a new account. Whether you're a college student just starting out with credit, or you're new to the country and the United States credit system, it's crucial to know how to use credit cards correctly. Helping people provide a solid foundation for a more secure financial future. One video at a time. We appreciate you tuning in and hope to see you again soon. Hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to click on one of our other videos. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel and do hit the bell icon on your way out. See you all next time on Top 5 Hive.